Degrees Radio. We in the building
with a very, very special guest.
Indeedy, his name is Rawmny Wild Cat. Rawmny Wild Cat, step on down. They're calling your name.
Yeah, raw money, yeah.
Wait, I didn't say your name right?
No, you said it right. You said it right.
No, seriously, you could tell me,
you
man.
said it right.
Okay, because like I'm on this thing where like I keep messing people's names up.
No.
And I feel like one day I'm gonna mess up the wrong person's name, and it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, you've been calling me Slim since day one.
I can't ask for a better introduction.
Yo, 416-946-7000, man. If you're tuned in and you got some questions for the artist in-house, please do give us a call. Just call us. Okay, so let's jump right into the interview. Listen, Gee Wunder.
That's right.
You know, what's it like working with Gee Wunder, man?
Oh man, G, he's inspired me a lot from I think I discovered him around 2015.
Okay.
And dug up his stuff. Like I'm like, you know,
all 26 albums.
Yeah. How does a person put all this material in such a short span of time? Like I'm like, wow, the Tupac of Toronto. I mean, work ethic.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, you need to clarify that.
Work ethic wise. Style is different, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
what was your favorite album?
That's a good question.
Well, Relentless,
Dope.
like I was bumping that like on repeat in my car. You
Okay.
know, like no shit, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're on his label. So does he kind of just like take your money and then like tell you what to do?
Kind of sometimes. Nah.
He's honest,
Never,
people.
No, I can say this about G. He's really like thorough and like he's always on time. He's always there. He's reliable. It's the perfect word I can explain. Reliable, like somebody you can trust with what he said he's gonna do, and that's integrity, right? Yeah. Something we all should have, right?
I think so.
Yeah, and he's just a good dude too, right?
I
like,
think so.
He's always friendly and stuff like that too. Like he treats everybody with respect.
Very positive, like embracing new talent, like, not like all.
Forget that. How many rhymes have you written for him? I want to know.
Like zero.
I
would like to. I mean,
Okay.
If he likes what I write, then he's so probably in the future we're gonna collaborate. But
So the deal that you have with Gee Wunder, is it kind of like a lock situation where we're gonna get you back up here later, like fighting for your publishing?
No. It's management, right? It's management.
Okay.
It's just with music, like there's so much to do. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of things on my plate. I got kids too,
dope.
and like I try not to take away from their time to build my career. You know what I'm saying? Because I know time is passing and they're gonna grow up, and I don't want it to be like, oh, daddy left us for this or
to be
whatever,
a rapper.
right? At the end of the day, they're part of this whole movement. So,
right.
I try to get my priorities straight. So if I can get some help, like, and G is the perfect person for that. You know what I'm saying? So
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
I mean, in 2019, like I feel like everyone's a rapper. Like everyone is kicking bars. Like, do you feel the same way? Like the music industry is just oversaturated with, like, how come people just can't be a fan of stuff? Like, how come you can't just hear something and be like, oh, that's dope? No, you got to start doing it too. Like, do you think that the game is oversaturated with artists?
There's always room for excellence.
Yeah,
bro. I mean, like, you can do it or you can live it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, everybody raps, but who is really here for the long haul? Like, it's only time will tell, Like, and how much of an impact you're gonna have with the music. It's all about what you put into it,
Set 2, last time he was here, he was saying you should never dump on someone's craft. So you said there's always room for excellence.
Absolutely.
So if the game is oversaturated, whose job is it to weed out the people that are, putting out the garbage so we can make room for excellence?
The market, period. They will tell you. The fans will tell you if they like it or not. You go perform in front of 1,000 people, you're quick to, before you even perform in front of 1,000 people, how about the people around you? Do they like what you make?
Yeah.
And
I get what you're saying, man.
It's a good answer. I like that answer.
No, but that's also not true, because at the end of the day, there's tons of garbage artists that sell millions of records. because of antics. So I mean, come on. I'm just keeping it real. That is a great answer, and it should work that way.
It should, yeah, in a perfect world. Yeah,
But
you're right.
it definitely doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, listen. What Canadian artists are you listening to now?
Right now, well, I'll be honest with you. I do check out the hits. Okay. I start from the hits and then go down. Okay, because I'll be honest with you, I'm trying to make a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, like my kids listen to pop, right?
Yeah.
And I put them onto the hip hop. No, you gotta know this too, bro. You know,
They got
like
you
the
bumping
old school.
Ariana Grande.
How did you know?
It's not Canadian.
It's
not
not
Canadian.
only at my
Yeah, I know,
house.
right?
It's not only at my house.
Sorry, Ariana Grande could bump. Yo, should artists, speaking of that, should artists ride waves to stay current, or should they just kind of stick to what, you know, their core fan base knows them for and loves them for? So now I'm asking you that specifically. Like, would you ride waves to like pop? You said you're looking for a hit, or are you just gonna stay, you know, dedicated to what your fans know you for?
The thing that, like, I think, like, you know, if you make something too different from what's going on right now, like, as in, like, you know, how can you get in the mix? What kind of mix you trying to get into? Like, I mean, DJ Slam, you know what I'm talking about. If you're making, you know, the DJs will tell you, like, you know, where can I play this? When they hear your song, they probably picturing which group of songs they can throw you into,
right?
You know, so like you have to think about what kind of crowd you're trying to please. So, you know, that decides for you right there.
Yeah, like do you want you know, Japanese bathhouse, or are you thinking of like?
But I mean, like you said, but there is a market for everything.
Yeah.
So if I've been coming up listening to your music, and then all of a sudden I hear you doing some, you know, I don't know, like some country ballads, because you're looking for that hit. I mean, should I not be disappointed as you know, as a fan who's been riding for you? Or should I just look at that as growth?
You know, the artist, you know, Lauryn Hill is a perfect example of what you just said. You know, like I was bumping the score. The next thing I know, she's somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. Maybe the new music she's making is attracting a whole different type of fans, which is not me.
Right.
But I'm a fan of her previous work, like, you know, the Miseducation, the score, the album before that, with Wyclef, right?
Yeah.
And
that's
Paz.
it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I that's what I grew up on, the 90s hip hop. So, but the stuff she did after that, I can't name one song. Okay.
I don't even know if she did anything after that, really.
Well, I mean, the stuff, you know, she was doing more acoustic,
poetry
stuff. Probably she's had, I mean, she's having her own different kind of fans, right?
I want to ask a question.
You know,
Sam. Sorry, go ahead.
You know, before you ask the question, I think we should respect the hustle and play Respect the Hustle.
This guy's the king of transition. Yeah.
Respect the hustle.
Respecting the hustle is a must. Let's get right back into it with Rawmny Wild Cat.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm on fire. Yo, listen, hip hop has always been a genre of music that's very welcoming.
Yes.
You know, like we rock with everyone. If you guys skills, you guys skills. We respect it.
Yeah.
Do you think that there will be a time when there is a transgendered gangster rapper that blows up in the industry?
Yo, Young Thug.
Yeah, but he's more of a cross-dresser.
Yeah, okay.
I'm talking about full-on transgender.
Okay, wait.
Full-on transgender. I mean, the way things are going right now is unavoidable. I know it's going to happen eventually.
Okay.
Eventually, somebody's going to come out with it, you know, and I mean...
Do you think there's a space for it?
Politically, the way... Currently, maybe not. In the hip-hop industry, they might have a hard time pushing pushing that kind of artist.
Okay.
Because of the homophobic attitude in hip-hop still today, okay? Even though, like, we're supposed to be, you know, more accepting.
Yeah, but do you think that we've kind of loosened up on that in hip-hop? I think so, a bit.
I don't know if, I mean, the hip-hop community at large is really ready to welcome that kind of art. I don't know, but I mean, you know, this is just my opinion. I mean, you know, why don't we try it out?
Well, you know what?
Exactly.
Taking it back, I guess, like to the beginning of that question, do you consider yourself a rapper, or do you consider yourself more like R&B?
You know, lately, like I've been a rapper my whole musical career. I've been rapping.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to sing so bad.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Drake came.
Okay,
And he sang. And I'm like, why not me? And people always telling me I should rap. But I know I got it in me because I grew up in a lot of melody, you know? And it's like, you know, being Ethiopian, like, and growing up on Motown music, how you going to escape melody?
Naturally. It's
when you grew up in Michael Jackson. You know?
Be careful with that one, man.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you're talking about. But, you know, still Michael is still my hero as far as, like, musically.
Yeah.
Okay? No other politics.
Well, you know, you kind of give me like, you give me a little bit of like a Nate Dogg kind of vibe too,
right?
You know?
Oh,
you know, because you're going with like you're going with the swing and stuff like that too.
I catch them on like the Bone Thugs, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, those guys are really fast.
And I'm gonna miss everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
they're way faster than me. But both of those artists, like Bone Thugs and Nate Dogg, like, you know, really looked up to them growing up. You know,
dope.
so
Yo, there was a time in hip hop. I don't know if maybe it's still today. I don't know, but there was a time in hip hop where everything you said had to be real.
yeah.
Real, like, or else, you know, you're gonna get called out on it. Do you think that's still necessary today?
Real? No. It's not necessary today as far as, like, you know, we've seen Tekashi 6ix9ine, bro. Like, I mean, real. Like, I mean, okay. You can be half real today in hip hop.
Okay.
You don't have to be full real. Like, as in, like, you know, you can be a dorm room rapper and play the act so well, you know. But this is the thing, though. If we look at Ice Cube, he was never a gangster either. But the thing is, he grew up. You see, a lot of these rappers, they grew up around that, you know. They never really done it once, like, I mean, and you know, themselves. Like, even I'm talking about some of the classic rappers, you know.
Even like Notorious Big, I don't think he really lived that life. You know what I mean? To that extent, anyways.
You don't think so? I mean, his
mom was a teacher.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean anything. But what I'm saying is, like, but like even like when you look at like the documentaries, and even his own mother was like, she heard the song Juicy. And she was like, what is he talking about? He had everything that. Does he look like a dude that grew up on sardines to you? I don't think so, man. Like, no, not at all.
But he also grew up in the U.S., man.
What is that supposed to be?
You get like a 50-pound like Big Mac there for like $1.
I love Biggie, man. R.I.P. Biggie. Speaking of which, R.I.P. Nipsey Hustle, man. Senseless act. And personally, I'm so disappointed in our people. I can go on a very, very long tirade about that, but I just will say I'm disappointed in our people. There's lots of people. I don't condone murder, but there's lots of people that should have been in front. Like, if there was a lineup of who's getting it, they should have been in front of him. Let's speak to Nipsey Hustle, man.
You know, the track "Respect My Hustle" was actually a remake of one of his beats, which is Rap Goose.
Oh, you know what? I was actually gonna play that tonight too.
That song, I found a remake of that beat and I liked it. So, you know, I really liked his track initially, and that's what inspired me to write "Respect My Hustle." So, I mean, I wrote "Respect My Hustle" like late last year, right? And like, I don't know, I really look up to Nipsey in a sense, like, you know, he's Eritrean, if you know, like, and I'm Ethiopian, right? We're close countries,
in
right?
that sense,
and we share culture a lot, so I know where he's coming from in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I mean,
with respect to the time, because I do want to get into the random 10. A lot of, like, I've heard Boosie, you know Boosie, right?
Yeah.
Boosie made a comment that a lot of popular artists that do pass away, you know, due to gun violence, they end up dying in their own city. And Nipsey Hustle was gunned down in front of a building that he used to sell drugs in, and he was turning that building, that whole complex plaza, into something positive. He died in his own neighborhood,
right in front of his store. Yeah.
So is that, now I want to speak to you to that, and then we'll get into the random 10. I mean, like, is that something that you think is a real thing? Like, if you pop, would you actually leave Toronto for fear of that?
You see, I mean, with Nipsey's situation, I can tell how difficult it is for him to leave the neighborhood he was born and raised in. Like, that gave him everything, right? But in my situation, you know, I've been in Toronto for a few. I mean, I love Toronto, but I'm not so, like, sold here.
This interview's over. Get him out of here.
If the fame gets too big,
Yeah.
believe that I will have my, you know, I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe he should have had better security. But they also say it's some conspiracy theory and stuff, you know, with the stuff that the projects you were working on.
Out of respect,
You know.
For him, I don't want to get into the conspiracy theories. But so essentially, you're saying you would leave. I'd leave. Slam, would you leave Toronto if you like popped? I'm talking DJ Khaled status. Would you leave Toronto?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can do both. I could do both.
Love from a distance.
Yeah, man. You know, if I was if I was big like Khaled, like you're saying, like I'd own a house here and there.
That's what I'm saying. Like I love Toronto to death, but people, and I'm not talking about Toronto, but people, they just hate, man. They when you pop and you stay in your neighborhood, they see you from when you have nothing. Now you got everything. Some people can't take that.
That's what got to leave your neighborhood, man. I grew up in the East End. I live in the West End now.
Yeah. Man, you're a subway away, man. Get out of here.
No, I grew up in
saying.
Scarborough. And now I live like, you know, West End.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. Now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you could still be in Toronto. Like, you could still be active in Toronto.
Yeah.
Like Drake is. We know Drake is in Toronto every so and so, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we don't know where he is exactly
Actually
located.
Yeah.
We don't know.
See, Nipsey,
you
I
know?
felt like really he was like just still down. He was regular.
Yeah.
He was regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't want to speak too much on that. I
Yeah,
mean, it's open. And
Well, you know what?
I mean? Yeah.
You know what? We're running out of time.
Yeah, let's jump right into
So
it.
we're gonna play a track called "Runnin'"
Okay.
because we're running out of time. Here we go.
Oh,
It was a brand new track by Dynamic, the guy that used to host the show here before I killed him. Before I killed him and took over the show.
I'll play it, man. Shout out Dynamic, yo. Good dude. All right, rapper, but good dude. Down playing. Yo, okay, so let's get into the random 10. We still got Rawmny Wild Cat in the building. This is your first time listening to the random 10. Again, there is no context. They are just one-word answers, not yes or no. I figured that out. And let's jump right into it, man. So we're gonna start with Rawmny, then we're gonna get DJ Slam in as much trouble as possible because that's what we try to do here. All right, so let's jump off. So yo. If you had to describe what vagina tastes like in one word, what would that be?
That should, you know, you should ask that question to R. Kelly or somebody like that.
Slam.
That's a question for another artist.
Next question.
All right. All right. Best burger spot in the city.
I don't eat burgers.
Okay.
I eat injera, Ethiopian injera.
Okay. All right.
Check it out.
And where's the best place that we
down
can
to
get
try
that?
that.
For injera?
Yeah.
Rendezvous, East Side, Danforth, Rendezvous in Greenwood and Danforth.
Oh, it's the old hood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
And Slam, best burger spot in the city.
I don't know. Burger Priest?
Burger Priest. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What part of Toronto has the worst looking girls? Whoo.
That's
There was man's in the background like,
the
don't
worst
answer that
looking
question.
girls.
Don't answer that question.
you know, they're spread everywhere. They're spread everywhere. They're not.
He's
not
media
secluded.
trained, people. Slam.
You find them everywhere.
Yo, I'm just trying to think of like the oldest neighborhood. What's the oldest neighborhood?
On my day job. Oh, I think they got a lot of them there.
Slam, would you like to contribute?
I'm just thinking like, what's the oldest neighborhood? Like Forest Hill? Like everybody there's like 60 plus?
Probably.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Forest Hill for that
It's
reason.
safe. I mean, they're certainly not going to put you in any wills, but all right. Okay. What sport do black people suck at?
Golf. Oh,
Tiger Woods,
Tiger
man.
man.
Although one person.
But he's
doesn't
the
make-
only
black
person.
No, yeah, he's the only person.
Black
yeah.
people suck at.
I think you might be right with golf. Whew.
No, but then again, it's like 100% of black people are amazing in golf in that case.
Yeah, because he's the only. But you played it up. Yeah, you're right.
Tobogganing.
Tobogganing. Okay. Slim, what do black people suck at sport-wise?
Ping pong.
Yeah, that's the same thing my wife said. Really? All right, fair. If you could have eyes in the back of your head or two dicks, what would you rather?
No, obviously the eyes in the back of my head.
Slim.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think eyes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't need a second dick.
How many people are after you guys? Like, what are you guys doing? All right.
What are you gonna do with a
never
second
know.
dick, man?
You never know when you're gonna need it.
What?
Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question.
All right. Okay, yo. If the vagina needed Clearasil, would you still hit it?
What is a Clearasil?
Clearasil is like stuff to use to clear up your acne.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Slap. So you saying she's got herpes? Then no. Then hell no.
Okay, keep it moving. Keep it moving. It's respect the time. Does sitting down to take a piss make you less manly?
Does it make you less manly? I heard Jay Prince say that thing. But to be honest with you, sometimes I'm lazy as fuck. I'm like sitting down.
Man, you can't swear on the radio. He says, okay.
The man's mad about swearing, but is asking me if the dude pisses sitting down.
Sometimes, I mean,
Come on.
yeah, I get what Jay Prince is coming from, where he's coming from. He said this thing before, but sometimes I'm just lazy, man. I just woke up. You know what? Whatever.
Slam.
Well, yo, I'm 6'4", so sometimes like urinals are like 2 feet down. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna try this thing. It's gonna go everywhere.
So you just cop a squat.
Yeah, sometimes, man.
All right, that's fair. I ain't judging. What was the worst thing your mom or dad ever hit you with?
Oh, my dad's belt. My dad's belt was vicious, bro. Growing up, like my mom would whip that thing when it's time to get it on. And yo, I'll never forget that. I was traumatized for years before that. I'm just moving on from that right now. This year, I said, you know what? I'll never blame my mom again. She tried her best. She's the best mom I could ever have, and I'm really appreciating my parents this year.
You know why I didn't cut you off? Because you shouted out mom, but no context. Slam, what was the worst thing your mom or dad ever hit you with?
Well, like I said, I'm 6'4", so it's funny. Like I talked to my mom recently, and she said, because she was like, sometimes you were a real pain in the ass, but she's like, but you were a giant.
Yeah.
And my mom's like 5'8", so she was like, I just knew that if I tried to hit you, you would kill me.
So nothing.
No, never, man, never.
Okay.
Either way too. Like never. No.
And who was your favorite teacher growing up?
My favorite teacher, my Amharic teacher back home.
Okay.
My Amharic teacher, like growing up, like grade 7, 8, he was a real good dude. Like
give him a shout out. What was his name?
I don't remember his name.
It wasn't your favorite teacher,
we don't, like it was a long time ago. It was grade 8, right? So, but he used to tell good stories, and his spirit like still with me.
Still resonates with you.
Yeah, still resonates with me.
Slam, who was your favorite teacher growing up?
This is not school, but shout out to DJ Steptone in Toronto.
Okay.
That runs the DJ school, like the Toronto DJ off-center DJ school.
Yeah.
He's the one that taught me to DJ. The guy's the champ.
Right. Last question. Mm-hmm. How often do you shower?
If I go to I go to the gym about 5 times a week, so that's how much I shower. But sometimes, even if I didn't go to the gym, I want to stay fresh and stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes I skip a shower a day. Sometimes, I skip a shower. Yeah.
Okay.
One day, though. Not more than that.
No repeats.
I'll be running the whole street away. You know what I'm saying?
And Slam, how often you showering?
No, it's the same. The only time that sometimes I miss it, though, is it's funny. It's Tuesdays. So it's after we do the radio show. It's because I don't get home and go to bed till like 2, and I got to be up at 7.
So sometimes
I'm just like, it's not worth it.
You're just going to work ripe.
Oh, because I need that sleep, man. You can't go on like day 2 of the week for 4 hours of sleep, right?
I can respect that.
Yeah.
So yo, that's the Random Ted, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Rawmny Wild Cat. Before we get up out of here, man, please plug your social media. Music projects you got going on, shows, etc.
Yeah, I will be having more shows in the springtime, and but my next show is May 11th at the SoCap with Gee Wunder, Set 2, Motive Music, and Wildcat Records. Wildcat Records is my label. Okay. And True Colors EP is out there. You can visit my website. My social media is on there. You can look me up. It's Rawmny, Rawmny Wildcat. All right.
Bomb. Thank you for coming through, man. It was a blessing.
Hey, it's a blessing being here, man. You guys are, I really like the vibe here. So
respect,
keep
man.
it up.
Well, dope. We're gonna jump into some more tracks here. I guess while we get ready for the next little thing coming up in the next half hour. But 45 minutes. Yeah, half hour. So we're gonna run into a track called Beast Coast featuring Everyone. Here we go.
Bomb.